So I've been hearing a lot of talk about Black Ops 4's body armor, and I know this is a really a random ass video for me to be making, seeing as like I've never made a Call of Duty video fucking ever. But I have tried Black Ops 4 beta. Reason why I didn't make any videos about it was I didn't really want to release any videos of a game that I wasn't exactly sure if I would enjoy. I did enjoy the multiplayer quite a bit and felt like it was pretty balanced and set for. And if anybody could send this to Treyarch too, I would much appreciate it. But in my opinion, the Koshka and the Paladin, in my opinion, was a little bit too strong. And what I would do to not exactly nerf it, but just balance it would be since I understand everybody wants the Koshka to be the kind of assault rifle, or the, not assault rifle, sniper rifle that is the quick scoping kind of, sniper rifle, which is fine, that's cool. But what I would do is, since it's supposed to be a lighter weight assault rifle, then it should be a less damaging sniper rifle. And how I would go about this would be like anything medium range to like assault rifle range, it would one shot, but anything like ridiculously far range, it would have to two shot people without armor. Uh, you can keep the quick scoping and whatnot, seeing as like that's what it needs to be doing, and it's supposed to be a sniper rifle that you rush up with, which is fine. And then if you want it to be a sniper rifle that can attack at any range, you would have to you'd have to sacrifice a lot of attachments to make it good. So like you'd have to have like high caliber 2, you'd have to have armor piercing rounds, you have to have all that stuff to make the weapon one shot at any range. And maybe even throw in a long barrel for the sniper rifle just so that it has to do something along those lines and have that damage for a longer range. Then for the Paladin, I would make it, since it's a bigger sniper rifle, make it take, it's heavier, so it makes you run around more. Or run around less, sorry. Uh, Looking at this armor and I'm like already thinking about what I want to say like for the armor, but anyways, yeah, no, you have to like use the sniper rifle in a sniping sense. Like it's super heavy and it makes you really slow to move around with, and the aim down sight time should take fucking forever. But the advantage is that its base stats would allow it to be a one-shot kill weapon at any range. And then just making it like, if you wanted it to be something where you could run around a lot with, maybe add like a new operator mod for this weapon, which makes it as light as the Koshka, or make it where you can throw on quick draw 2 or something, add that shit to the gun. I think that would actually add a huge layer of balance to it, and would actually drastically improve the weapon. And make it more balanced, so people don't just run around and insta-kill people with everything. And then the ABR, in my opinion, was a little bit too strong when it could two-burst kill somebody even with armor, and it doesn't even have armor-piercing rounds. I feel like that's a bit much. It needs a little bit of a tweak for damage, and that'd be fine. Then for the last gun that I had a problem with was the ICR-7. Just because that gun I found could kill you in 3 shots if you had armor and you didn't have armor piercing rounds on the gun, and if you didn't have armor it could kill you in 2. So I felt like that was a bit much. It needs a little bit more of a nerf so that it's not that powerful, especially that it's the first assault rifle that you get in the game. It's a little bit broken. Everything else I feel like they tweaked it, balanced it pretty well, and they did pretty good. Now we're moving on to the important topic. Is body armor overpowered in my opinion? And simply put, if we're going to simplify everything, no, it's not overpowered, not in the slightest. So here's where a lot of people are going to get pissed off at me, but here's my argument. Black Ops 4 was never designed to be another typical COD. It was never designed to be a Call of Duty that we all recognize as run in with that one gun that everybody likes that you have to be a high enough rank to use, like the Scorpion from Black Ops 2, or let's use something from Black Ops 3, right? Or the Vesper from Black Ops 3. or just something that like shreds through people regardless of their choice or actions or their guns, their attachments, or what they do. They have no chance. If they see you first, you die, and even in some cases or when you see them first, you still die. I always hated that about Call of Duty before, and armor kind of is that band-aid patch that they put on people. So it's just like, hey man, you want to do that? You want to use a weapon that was really good in the game? Well, the ones that is just base really fucking powerful, we're going to make it where you can't put things on like armor-piercing rounds in high caliber too. We're doing that deliberately so that you can't just expect to kill people with a weapon that's already pretty good. The weapon now is like the attachments you put on it or for other things such as like reloading, aim down sight, maybe even a long barrel, silencer, an operator mod, something along those lines, but nothing that actually improves the time to kill, which I found fucking awesome. That they didn't put anything that reduces how much time and how much bullets you need to hit somebody with to kill them, which in my opinion was perfect. Another reason why body armor was put into the game is because it's for one, not even that overpowered, but I know a lot of you guys have heard that argument before that it's not that overpowered and that you can get away with it. But for some people, because there are a lot of YouTubers out there that like to believe that there is nothing that you can do about it if you don't have armor-piercing rounds on it. And that is simply not the case. There are two other methods that you can do to counter body armor. The most easy and simplest one is to use a weapon that deals a lot of quick damage really quickly. So like a sniper rifle or a shotgun. Yeah, you won't kill them in one shot, but you'll take away a lot of their health and all of their armor in one shot. Boom, gone. And if you're skilled with the sniper rifle, it shouldn't be that big of a deal for you to put in another round, as you're still killing them faster than they would with any other weapon in the game. Believe me, I played the beta, I have that fucking knowledge. I just don't have gameplay of it because, like I said earlier, I didn't believe in sending out and promoting a game that I wasn't sure if it's good. I will release gameplay if you want for the Blackout game mode on the 14th as proof, although with that, for me, the beta doesn't start for me until 1 o'clock, so I'd actually be releasing a gameplay of that maybe midnight or early in the morning at the soonest on the 15th, so it would still be negligible where people were like, I don't know, but I mean, I could release some gameplay of it if you'd like. Anyways, back on to more important topics. If you're skilled enough with the sniper rifle or shotgun, it should take you no problem. People complain that it takes an extra bullet. Well, with the Mag 12, it's the only shotgun in the game, in my opinion, where I don't really notice a difference. Because either way, I'd have to put 2 shots into somebody. And even with choke barrel, it deals so much extra damage that it's like overkill. It deals like 250 damage. So even if your like Crash gave you a buff, and you have the shotgun, it still has enough to just barely go through all of that and one shot kill you, regardless of your attachments or your armor or your buffs or whatnot. You're still screwed. This is what you have to deal with, and in my opinion, perfectly balanced, makes fucking sense. That's great. I strongly disagree with so many people that say that armor is broken because there's no counter, because for one, there definitely fucking is. And then lastly, the next one, headshots. Headshots is a major thing because it body armor, would you look at that, counters only bodies. So if you hit the head or even the legs and arms, it goes right around body armor. It doesn't fucking do anything. I'm not even joking. You hit the arms, hit the legs, it doesn't deal anything. It only covers from the hips up, which is still really weird because I think anything from the bottom rib down isn't part of your body. That's not your body, that's like your hips, that's your stomachal region, that's your, that's not your body. Your body is your chest, your body is like, the vital areas. But I digress. Next, why do I think it should be in the game? Well, I touched upon it earlier, saying that, like, it's there so that you can't just use a really overpowered weapon and expect to win. But it's also put in the game so that it makes objective game modes and whatnot more stressful and more intuitive, and it's more, should I run armor-piercing rounds at the start of the game with this weapon? Or will they not use it and they all run stims? Should I be using a shotgun? Or are they all going to be aggressive? Or should I be using a sniper? Or are they all just going to wait for us to push? You know, it's all about thinking and planning it. And then even after you get your perfect build ready and then you're like, okay, I think I'll use this class, there's still more thought that goes into it, being like, do I want to play Torg and lock it down so that we can camp and then use snipers? And even that decision might affect what you pick for your class. So I think that body armor makes you have to think more, and there's more thought that goes involved into the game, and I like that. I like that you have to think before you just run into a game and expect to win. Now, the only way where I can see body armor being annoying is if you come into a gunfight with somebody at the exact same time. They both see each other at the same time, they both shoot at each other at the same time. And the guy with body armor wins by 1 extra bullet of health because of his body armor, and the other guy lost and there's nothing you can do. That's the only way where I can see it being anywhere annoying, but again, it's still played on that other guy because that guy, even if he didn't have armor-piercing rounds, could have aimed for the head, could have shot the arms, could have shot the legs, and it would have counted. It would have killed the guy in the same amount of bullets. You would not have needed to shoot his chest at all. He didn't need to do that. Plus, you can tell when somebody has armor before you even get into a gunfight because of one major factor. When you look at their health, there'll be a tiny little yellow sliver of health right in front of their armor. Plus, if that's not enough and you just started shooting, you'll see a flash of white happen on your screen, and that should just immediately indicate to you you should aim for the head. And it's like a symbol of the body armor will flash. So people like this guy over here that's like, delete the fucking armor, I completely disagree, because if we did that, guns like the Maddock, guns like the SOG 9mm, guns like the Paladin, guns like Koshka would just be way too fucking broken. In my opinion, it would just be way too broken. It, you know, and everybody's saying that the time to kill is a little bit too high, that they want to nerf it down to 125, and I disagree with that too, as I like the extra time to kill, and I feel like the guns, if you play the game at all, you won't really notice it. The only few guns that you will notice it with is like maybe a shotgun and a pistol, but again, how often are you going to use either one of those? Maybe a shotgun, but it's not that big of a deal. People are complaining that the time to kill is too high, but can you imagine how overpowered shotguns would be if they did nerf that? You could one-shot kill anybody with any shotgun, including the semi-auto. You would literally just be able to have a 6-round clip and one-shot kill everybody. You would just throw in extra damage to counter the fucking armor, and that's it. Done. And you would one-shot kill everyone all the time. It would be broken. Throwing on that fucking choked barrel would guarantee a kill every time. You would literally not even need to put any thought into it. You just always be able to one-shot kill people. So I really strongly advise nerfing the fucking health. That was perfect. I didn't see any problems with it. And as far as armor, yeah, it was annoying, but it trained me to immediately aim for heads or use armor-piercing rounds, and after I did that, I did not have a problem with body armor ever, even when I was not using a weapon with body armor. Or with armor-piercing rounds with body armor. Can you imagine a fucking weapon and a body armor? How pointless that would be? Anyways, this has been my video. I know I'm going to get a lot of people that are going to flame me for my opinions here and strongly disagree, but hey, I just advise, I'm not even gonna like read your message, and I'm probably not even gonna like fucking like or dislike it or do anything with your message if one of the first things I see in the messages is like, oh, well, you're shit at the game and you're just a codboy cocksucker that doesn't know what he's fucking doing. And it's like, actually, no, the last time I played any Call of Duty was Black Ops 2. So, it's like 6-7 years ago. That's a fucking long fucking time, bro. That's a long time. So don't make assumptions. I will read your points if the general layout is something along this lines. I see where you're coming from, or I don't see where you're coming from, and here's why. And Here's my argument and why I think it should be removed out of the game, or why I agree with you and that it should stay in the game, something along those lines. I would like to see a good genuine point being brought up, and if anybody makes a video on my video here, if they could come to my video and put that link to their video of my video in that'd be great. I would totally watch it. And if it changes my mind, I might make a video talking about it. If not, then sorry. But this has been my opinion on the body armor, and the biggest reason why I say it should be in the game is because I don't want the devs to just fall through the cracks again like they did with Black Ops 3 and just being like, okay, we'll throw in a bunch of freaking stupid shit like having the Shadow Claw and having like other things that just instantly kill, and it removes the fun out of the game. Again, I know I'm trying to end this video, but I just keep coming up with points. I'm really sorry for me rambling, but in Black Ops 3, one of the biggest things I hated, absolutely hated, was they buffed the shit out of everybody's favorite fucking weapon, specialist weapon in the entire game. Like the Purifier, they buffed the shit out of the Annihilator pistol. They buffed the shit out of the fucking rogue character so that you can get their shit faster than any other character, which is supposed to be your reason for doing it, but locked them behind DLC. You actually have to spend more money through loot boxes and challenges and time played. Then we got, I think, Outrider's fucking bow got a buff, a Spyro, if I remember. The Gravity Spikes got a buff. Like, they buffed everybody's favorite get-out-of-jail-free cards, and then on top of that, they gave them weapons in the game and deliberately made it so that it's easier for them to kill people, plus with their patent saying that the people with these overpowered stuff have to go up against players that are new. It just makes those players that played the game since it came out, they're gonna win every fucking game and have like a huge high skill score streaks. I almost called it kill streaks, but it's not. They get super high score streaks because all they do is they use a weapon that they abused since the game came out, and the devs did little to nothing about it. At least in this game, they're actually trying to nerf and balance their things and make the game fair. And I could tell before we, you know, hit them really hard about things, at least you have to give them credit that they're actually trying to make the game fun and fair for everybody in Black Ops 4. You might not like body armor, but I do see a huge place for it, and it does make a lot of sense. And it's really not that hard to get around it, it's not that overpowered, it's not that annoying, it does have a place in the game for objective-based game modes. It's basically like saying a ruined sprint from Black Ops 3. Why is it in the game? It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for it to be in the game because it doesn't really do anything, and it's only slightly annoying in certain situations. In other situations, it's completely useless. So in my opinion, it's another one of those things in the game that were deliberately put into the game to be something that's used for objective game play, and only that. Anyways, guys, this has been my video. I hope you enjoy, and I know you guys were probably expecting a Vampire Part 3. It's coming. I have a lot to put into that video, like a lot. I've recorded like an hour and a half worth of video, and then I have to make cuts. I have to make the audio sound a little bit more smoother because it's like a little choppy in some places. I have to smooth out some of the video too a little bit. I have to like edit it and put like music in it, and I have to put pop-ups in it. It's a long effort to do this, and on top of that, rendering the video is going to take me about 4 hours to do, and I'm really not looking forward to having to like stand around for 4 hours because my computer uses all of its power to render that video, so I can't really do anything else while it's rendering. So if you guys can understand my mindset why I don't release that much, it's because it takes forever to render something the longer the video is. Anyways, guys, this has been my video about body armor. I hope you enjoy, and please send this to anybody that you think knows connections to Treyarch, or Treyarch themselves directly, in case you're one of those guys. And anybody, and I mean anybody, that makes a video saying body armor's OP, needs a nerf, or needs to be removed, please remove it, whatnot, send this video to them. I would definitely love to hear what they have to say. And again, if you're that guy who's watching my video now and wants to see what they have to say, first off, congratulations for not being toxic and lasting this long. And secondly, I'd advise you to actually just, be fair and when you critique my stuff, actually, take some time and think about it and don't actually just be like, you don't know what you're fucking talking about and whatnot, 'cause really, nobody wants to hear that. It doesn't make you any cooler. People usually end up disliking that anyways, so whatever. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, and have fun. Peace out.